What's up, everybody? This is Brittany Cobb, and I am back today with a topic that I am passionate about. And the topic today is choosing yourself over others is a major key to success. Okay, so my personal experience with this topic, with choosing others over myself, there was a version of me in the past where I just gave and gave and gave. What I mean by gave is I'm that person that people will call to give advice over personal problems, personal dramas, and I actually wore that as a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying? And I prided myself with giving to others. You see what I'm saying? Giving others my time, giving others my energy, giving others my love. And yet I did not do any of that for myself. And so one day in the summer of 2014, I woke up and did not know who the hell I was. I mean, I was emotionally numb. I was spiritually dead. And I knew that something had to change. The relationships that I cared about the most were in shambles. I hated my job. I didn't know who I was. My marriage was not as good as it could have been. I didn't feel like I was an effective parent. And that seems like being hard on myself. But I just know that at that point, I had to do something different. And, you know, my outer was a reflection of what was going on inside of me. You see what I'm saying? I was empty. I was broken. And I needed my own help. I needed to invest time and energy into me. And so at that time is where I knew that I had to put myself first at all costs. Now, your present situation might not be this drastic. You know what I mean? Or maybe that it is. But what I do know is this, is that can you think of a time that maybe you did not know who you were? You know, you were showing up as a version of you or a character, because that's what I felt like I did a lot of times. I was showing up as a character, you know, showing up as the version of what I felt like that person wanted. You see what I'm saying? And my question to you is, are you putting the will and desires and opinions and preferences of others over your own? You know, are you taking that phone call from that nagging friend that is not calling you to pour into you, but is calling to take from you? You see what I'm saying? And you don't want to answer, but you answer anyway because you feel obligated to help this person. But I want to come and tell you, beloved, that you matter most. Your emotional health matters most. Your physical health matters most. Your spiritual health matters most. You see what I'm saying? Your financial health matters most, because we serve through our example of how we live our own lives, and we serve from an overflow. That's the best that we can do for mankind. You see what I'm saying? Is serving ourselves first, and from that example and through the abundance that we create from that place is how we are able to be of great service to the world. And so my question to you, and this is a question that I had to ask myself through my own personal work, my own personal journey, is why do I choose others over myself? You see what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I convinced myself, oh, you know, I'm just a good friend. I'm just a good spouse. I'm just a good mother. I'm just a good person. And that's why I do it. But as I started to really sit with myself, I felt like that I needed to prove that I was worthy of what I was getting from that person, because I was so accessible emotionally, because I picked up that phone and took that phone call, because I was the person because I was the person that they could call when they needed somebody, you know, somebody's advice. So I felt like that I needed to prove that I was worthy of that attention and that affection and that validation that they gave me through that. You see what I'm saying? And I was just simply not aware of my own desires, just out of habit. You know what I'm saying? From the programming that I received from my environment. And, you know, that programming can come from all types of manner, you know, television, your childhood, your parents, friends, your society, your community, the culture that you belong to. We have all these cues that we pick up on about what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And also, most importantly, of how to get love. What do I need to do in this environment to get love? Do I have to agree with this person all the time in order for them to give me affection? You see what I'm saying? But whatever it stems from, it really doesn't matter. But what matters is that you are aware that you have a feeling pattern and a behaving pattern that's not serving you. You see what I'm saying? Constantly entering these relationships and situations from a place of I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, or just simply not being aware of what you want and how that situation or relationship affects you. That's where we would want to take these following steps. Well, the step one is to acknowledge it. Acknowledge that this is something that has happened, that you have allowed in your life, and sit with that, because this is a crucial step. This has now made you aware, and awareness is the first step to healing. And number two is to forgive. Forgive yourself for allowing it to happen, and forgive the people involved that may have hurt you or not giving you what you desired. It's a step of forgiving everybody, letting everybody off of the hook, you know. And so step three is assess your wants and desires. So don't be quick to figure this out. You may know what you want at this point, or you may not, but that's okay. But in this step, I would suggest that you just take your time, really sit with yourself and be observant of what you're attracted to. You see what I'm saying? What do you like? What, music and decor and hobbies and partners and friendships. What really gets you going in those areas of your life? Your career, your job, skills. How do you want to express yourself to the world? How do you want to be seen? You see what I'm saying? Who do you want to be? Who are you? So take this step to really figure those things out. And this is a day by day, week by week. This is a journey. So, take that for what it is. And what I mean by that is what you want today may not be what you want tomorrow, but honor what you want right now, in this moment, in every moment of your life. Honor that, okay? And so in step three, you have to figure out what you do want, what you do like, what you don't like. Step four is think about your life and where you want to improve. So for me, every part of my life at any given time is not, in a negative state. I might have an opportunity to grow or improve in one area, and the rest of the areas that I care about are going great. So in this step here, what areas would you like to improve? Are your relationships thriving? Is your career thriving? But you want to find, you want to be more consistent in your spiritual practices, and your relationships are intact, but maybe your physical health, you want to improve there. So in step four, consider this. Step five, I think this is a very fun journey to take. Express who you are in every moment. As I stated before, a lot of times in the past was showing up as a character. I was showing up as the version of myself that I felt like that person wanted me to be. Whether if it was my mom, my boss, my dad, my spouse, my kid, and that may have not been who I was. What felt natural to me as being who I was. So in this step five, I say you have fun with this and express who you are in every moment. Allow yourself to be. Being is the key to life. You see what I'm saying? So if you're sad in that moment, you're sad in that moment. If someone makes you angry, hey, they made you angry. If you're elated and overflowing with joy and happiness and excitement, express that. You see what I'm saying? In spite of what you see others doing around you. That is a very key thing, because we want to show up as ourselves in spite of what we see, in spite of what we have experienced, okay? Let your light shine. Let it shine bright, and let it continue to shine bright in spite of how you feel like others may want you to dim your light. If you're happy today, damn it, be happy. And if you sad, then be sad. But be who you are in that moment, in every moment. Share your opinions even when you know that people around you will disagree, that the greater society disagrees, your community, your culture, who cares? Honor who you are. because that's where your divinity shines, and your spirit smiles, and you contribute to the world positively by being exactly who you are, you know? Step 6 is build time for yourself. And what I mean by that, your personal time, whether it's sleep, getting, adequate amounts of sleep, exercise, journaling, watching a funny movie, buying a shirt that you like, spending time with loved ones. If that is considered, if that's something that's really near and dear to you, make the time for it. We have been conditioned to think that we are, that there's a shortage of time. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is this, is that you have to maximize, because there's only 24 hours in a day. So my question is to you, who will you make time for today? I know who needs to be number one on their list. Number one on their list is you, okay? And step 7 is accept the journey. Know that each step towards your new habits, this journey, this conscious, aware journey that you're taking, the new you, this is a win. Every step that you take in that direction of honoring more and more and more of who you are, who you want to show up in the world to be, your authentic self, the very pure nature of who you are. You see what I'm saying? That genuine expression of your spirit. That is a win, because everybody is created different. There is no clones of us. We were uniquely made in our own beingness, and we're here to express that. You are not like the next person in front of you, behind you, on the side of you, and that's okay. But we are here to express our own uniqueness and embrace that. You will become more and more of you each day as you continue to choose you, choosing you over others, guaranteed. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a topic that really means a lot to me. It's been a topic that I continue to revisit as I improve areas of my life. Those 7 steps are steps that I have taken that I really didn't know that was actually what I was doing, but it's necessary. And if you want to see more content like this, please give this video a thumbs up. I did recently post a video about how your thoughts and feelings has created your life, and how you can use your thoughts and feelings to create a better life. I'm going to leave that link below, but go check that out. And until next time, you all stay blessed and well, and I will see you all soon. Bye.